Hey Fat Cats, welcome to my home garden. Today I'm going to teach you how to harvest your own aloe vera plant. You can either get your aloe vera from a local Whole Foods market of some sort or right from your own garden, a neighbor's garden. Get permission, get it done. It heals your hair, your skin, everything about you. It is God raised, it is God's created plant to heal everything that you need. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do it. Stay tuned. Okay, these are the supplies you're going to probably need that you can use straight from your kitchen when you want to harvest aloe vera. To actually cut the leaf off the plant, either a serrated, but I prefer a straight edge knife for a very even, straight cut. Okay, when you are deskinning and you're actually skinning the aloe vera, you can use a serrated to get the thorns off if you want, or it's an easy straight edge to just skin it like you would any other real slick cut. Okay, when you're scraping and you're actually pulling the gel from the plant itself, if it's a very large one, an ice cream scooper is pretty cool. It's got a nice kind of a tight thin edge that I like, or if you have a melon scooper, also I like that tighter edge. It's easier to scrape and not be so jagged. You can also use a measuring spoon if you're looking for exact measurements. Once you actually have gelled it out, this is a good way to whip it and get it together. What's not included is a fork for actually mashing the gelatinous once it's in the bowl. But I don't recommend you scrape the aloe vera with the fork. It actually stresses the plant, stresses the gel, and it makes for an inconsistent. It's a very sensitive plant, a very sensitive process. So straight and narrow is the best, and you fork it once it's in the bowl. Okay, here we go. All right, now it's time to harvest the plant. I have been growing this aloe vera for about 3 years now. This one here has been fairly new at about 2.5 years, and you can see the difference in the style and the actual depth and fleshiness of the leaves on this plant versus the other plant. I would use this if I had a cut or if I burned my skin when I was ironing, or a curling iron. I would use something like this. It's young, it's thin, it's a very active aloe vera. This one though I would use for a more fleshy need, skin rashes. I would use this for the real big burn. This is the third degree burn. This is the type of rash on the face. This is a razor burn kind of fleshy need. Okay, especially if you have medicinal allergic reactions, this is the plant and the fleshiness to use. And that fleshy, the thickness is really important, and fleshier is the better. When choosing your plant, especially if you grow your own, it's a very intimate, it's a very sacred process, so do take it seriously. Give thanks to the plant for doing its purpose, and that it will heal yourself and others that you choose to share this magnificent, God-raised, beautiful healing plant that it is. Give grace to it. Make sure you're acknowledging it for its duty before you harvest. Okay, then when you harvest, you'll be ready to scrape it, and away we go. I'm going to choose my leaf, and I'll see you over at the table. Hi Fat Cats. Okay, so I have harvested the aloe vera, and it's here, and I wanted to show you the whole process. Look at that beautiful gelatinous center. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's thick. This is an older leaf. It's been maturing for a couple of years. It's doing very well. It's grown very well. Just towards the end, it started to see its own barnacles, if you will. Has a couple flesh wounds, but it recovered really nicely. So we're going to actually harvest this. You can see the ridges. You're going to see how we need to cut this off. Okay, we're going to strip that, and then we're going to deskin one side of it and hold it. And this is a very hands-on process. All the more for your hands to be clean, to make sure that when you're doing it that you are intimately involved with it, not to be interrupted in any way, because this is a time for you to really take this process serious. Okay, so when we're in the process now, I'm going to actually cut this in chunks because you can. all right? And it's an easy way to kind of separate and handle your way, okay? So you see how, again, I've split it in half and it becomes like a bowl. Now look at my hand. Right there you see that neem. Look at that. It's oozing with healing gel and elements of the aloe vera. Okay, so just like literally just skinning it off, okay? Other side, just to keep it off my hand, I'm gonna taking it right off. I'm just going with it. When you're concentrating, it just becomes a rhythm, okay? You don't need to go deep, you don't need to go hard. You're very gentle in the skinning process, okay? Now I'm right there at the tip and I'm very thin. You can feel it. And you're just going to do your very best to stick to as much of the surface as possible, okay? Because you want as much as that gel as you can get, okay? Just do your best. Look at that. As you pull it off, look at that beautiful goodness, okay? So I'm still kind of skinning it, but I don't want to gouge it. This is not like, you know, death to the aloe here. No, this is harvesting the healing of aloe to use in your medicinal use, okay? This is a very gracious and should be taken seriously. Alright. Now I'm just going to kind of follow the line, following it, see? Sticking to it as much to the surface as possible. And look at that. Very thin layer. I didn't have to gouge it. I didn't have to just stick it up and I didn't have to do anything like that. Very gentle process. I don't want to stress the plant. Okay, this is a living thing that is being harvested, live aloe vera. Okay, hear the hummingbirds? They agree. Thanks, guys. Yep. Okay, we've got the gel. I'm just scooping it out. You see what I'm doing now? I'm trying to show you. There we go. I don't need to go deep. That's why I like this little scraper, because I don't have to go deep into the skin, and it's got a firm enough ridge that it's actually scraping, and again, it's not too harsh. Look at that yummy gooey goodness. I wish it was edible, like gummy bear edible. It is edible. What am I saying? It is. It is edible. It's just not the sweetest. No, I don't want to add sugar to this thing right now. That's funny. Okay, turn it around. Oh yeah, this stuff is no joke. Okay, look at that. Okay, now I'm just going to turn around, do the same thing on the other side. Holding it. Now at this point I'm in relationship with this thing. We are bonded. We know we have a purpose together right now. Here we go. Okay. And that, my friends, is how you harvest aloe vera. It's very simple. Now, what I'm going to do, and what you can do, is one of two things. Now, this bowl is just loaded with thick, some of them super soft, chunks of the aloe vera gel. Now, you can use one of those hand mixers to chunk it up. You can use a fork. You can mix more whatever you can and stir it up, or you can use it just as it is. Let's say you're out in the middle of somewhere camping, you burn your finger on the camp stove, you don't have a hand mixer or anything like that. You use it as is and just smother it on your skin. That's all you have to do. Right onto the burn. Put it right on there. Right on there, no problem. Look at that. This is God raised 100% pure God aloe vera healing gel. No additives, no preservatives, no water added, no alcohol, no fragrances. This is what can do for you what nothing else on the planet can do naturally. Heal your skin. And this, my friends, is what goes into all of our product line to soften the skin, to heal the skin, to replenish and stimulate the collagen rebirth and reproduction of skin, all thanks to this yummy, gooey, natural aloe vera plant. I love it. Now, what I'm going to do is actually mash it up real good here on the side and give it to a client who's been dealing with rashes. And we're going to actually see the healing of benefits of what aloe vera can do, straight up, nothing else. Stay tuned, stay connected. Thanks, Fat Cats.